Trish here, Facebook Live, leadyourlifestyle.com, and I want to talk to you today about the power of building up a personal brand. In the last 2 years, I've spent a lot of time building up what's called a personal brand, and doing that through my story and doing it through all the things that I have done over the last 15 years. And people are asking all the time when it comes to creating and developing an online business, they just don't know where to start, and they just don't know what product or service it is that they want to deliver online. And my profession was a corporate accountant, and there is no way on this earth that I wanted to deliver services like accounting online. That was just so far away from what I wanted to do and what I wanted to deliver online as, you know, education or as a personal brand. That's not who I am, and that's not who I want to be. And the person that I am and the person that I wanted to be was somebody that inspired and motivated other individuals to go out, find a way to replace an income, go out to build a business, become available to them. A phone call just came in then, so hopefully we're still running live. So to have those opportunities made available to them so they can seek independence and have choices on what they do with their life, where they go, when they do it, what time they spend with whom, you know, whether it's time spent with the family or friends. And that is my brand, that is my story, that is what I want to inspire for others to do and to be in life. And so I just got to get rid of a message. To do that, my personal mission has been to firstly develop a business model that does that, and also to build and develop my own personal brand. That's been more in the last 2 years, building my own personal brand as a result of coming through a system that has the, you know, people in place that can help you do that. And they've helped me to do that in the last 2 years. And by developing that brand, you become what's called an influencer online. And becoming an influencer, you know, anyone can be an influencer. You can be an influencer just like my mum with her home baking from home, all the way through to my nephew, who is a mad, keen cricket player and cricket supporter, and he's only very young at 17, 18 years of age. And anyone can be an influencer. And what I wanted to do was share with you some information extracts from a book that I've been reading, and called Crushing It. Gary Vaynerchuk, trying to reconnect, so hopefully I'm reconnecting again. That was his second version of the book. His first book was just called Crush It, and his second book here is called Crushing It. And I just wanted to read to you some extracts from this book because it was very powerful to me, especially when I read and heard these statistics. Because people say, oh, internet, online business, how is it even possible to create anything of value on the internet? So I just want to read these pages for you. YouTube's daily viewership is closing in on television's 1.25 billion hours per day as television viewership falls every year. 1 in every 5 minutes spent on mobile is spent on Facebook's apps and services. This wind has just decided to pick up when I decide to read a book. Every minute, 65,000 videos and photos are posted on Instagram. Over 3 billion snaps are created each day on Snapchat, where over 60% of ads are watched with the audio on. Consequently, since 2009, brands have tripled the amount of money they spend on social media. Then he goes on to talk about the top earners, okay, so some of the big earners. The top grossing YouTubers earned a combined $70 million in 2016. But then what was more interesting to me, and this is what really, really stood out to me, and I've got to try and read this without the wind going everywhere. And this is for the likes of anyone at home that wants to start and create and develop an online business. And it can be anywhere from my at-home mum that does baking, incredible home baking, all the way through to my nephew, who is only young at 17, still at school, and who has an Instagram account, and he has 20,000 followers already on his Instagram. He plays a very high grade cricket here in Australia. And so by doing so, he has received sponsorship from different brands and their local sponsorships, and he is using their cricket bats, he's using their cricket pads, he's using their cricket gear. And he, as a result of that too, he's posting on Instagram on a regular basis because of his cricket, and there are so many fans out there wanting cricket. So I read this on the weekend and I was so encouraged by it that I actually sent it off to my nephew just to give him some insight and motivation with respect to his Instagram and what he's doing. It says here, even with only 1,000 followers, an entry-level Instagrammer could earn about $5,000 per year with just 2 posts per week. And 10,000 followers could net almost $20,000 per year. Again, that's with just 2 posts per week. Imagine the earnings if that Instagrammer posted more frequently. And let's think about that. The average salary for US employees is about $51,000 per year. You can earn that as an office manager, or you can do the same amount running your own business built around something you love more than anything else in the world. Want to play it safe, he says or asks. You can work as an office manager, go home and earn that extra $10,000 a year on letting people watch you play and comment on your favorite video games because you're really good at it, or use YouTube to share insanely cool science experiments. So I just wanted to sort of share that with you today, and just know that there is so much scope and so much opportunity out there. And I was so inspired by what he said here that I knew that sometimes coming from family is not always legitimate. However, when you've got an established business owner that's earning incredible amounts online, when it comes from him, you know, there's some credibility with that. And so I sent that through to my nephew to share. And so hopefully he, he gets something out of that. And I think for you at home too, hopefully you get something out of that, and know that things aren't always the way that we have grown up to understand and know. In other words, your standard conventional 9-to-5 job is not always the way to go anymore. That's my share. Trish, leisureLifestyle.com, Trish Davies International.com, and over and out here from the beautiful Australia, and check in with you again soon. Bye everyone.